In this video, I'm going to give you 3 exercises to string together into a routine to improve your body awareness and lay the foundation for mobility gains to come. So the first exercise is a breathing exercise. Now, in this breathing exercise, you're going to start by standing and trying to find the stacking of your head, your rib cage, your pelvis, and your midfoot. And then from there, exhale and inhale, sharpen your sense of that stack. Try to sense how, as you exhale and inhale, certain ways of breathing could affect that stack. For example, if you inhale like this, you see how that just shifted my pelvis forward, disrupting my stack? You see how if I were to exhale like this, that just sent my head forward and that disrupted the stack? So try to find a manner of breathing that allows you to, number 1, preserve your stack, and number 2, actually reinforce your stack. So that's the first exercise, is breathing. Now the second exercise is a hinge. Now in this hinge, I want you to focus on something very, very specific, and that is sending your pelvis in between your thigh bones. Okay? I'm sending my pelvis backward in space in between my thigh bones. And when I get that right, I'm going to feel a glute stretch. And that glute stretch tells me that that is the end of my hinge. I come back up from there. I don't need to bend over further after I've found that glute stretch. Now, if you're having trouble finding this glute stretch, play with your stance. Maybe try a wider stance. And then again, send your pelvis in between your thigh bones. Find that glute stretch. Come back up. And if you feel more of a hamstring stretch or a back of the knee stretch before you feel anything in your glutes, then bend your knees more, okay? And keep your knees bent by that much, and then repeat the same steps. Send the pelvis backward in between the thigh bones. Find that glute stretch, and then come back up. That's the second exercise. Now the third exercise is squatting, specifically more of a sumo squat. So here, I'm going to hinge over just a little bit, so I'm not completely upright. I'm going to hinge over just a little bit. And then from there, I'm going to drop straight down. And this time, I'm going to think about sending my pelvis forward in between my thigh bones. See that? I drop straight down, and then my pelvis, it feels like it's being sent forward in between my thigh bones. And this time, once I find a groin stretch or an inner thigh stretch, that is my signal to come back up. Those are the 3 exercises in this routine. If you have any questions, leave it down below.